overthinking things and you're unsure whether to take the first step? Are you immobilized by fear, worry, and self-doubt? In this video, I'll tell you what to do when you're immobilized by fear and self-doubt.
Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central.
Hello fellow Inspirers, welcome to Inspira Central. My name is Monica and I'm the Chief Inspirer herself. It's always good to have you here. Thank you for joining me. Today I will be talking about taking action immediately in spite of the confusion. Sometimes we linger too long on decision making. We are not sure what to do. We are not sure if this is the right step to take. But sometimes the solution can be to take action in spite of your confusion. In this video, I'll be telling you the importance of taking action and why starting now is better than waiting till you have loads of clarity. First and foremost, confusion comes from self-doubt. Confusion comes from when you don't know if you're good enough, you're not sure if you have what it takes. Sometimes confusion also comes from not being sure that this is the right step to do. You've done your research, you're analyzing, you're thinking, you're looking things over. But sometimes the secret spice is not in all that homework you're doing. It's not in all that behind the scenes work. It is in coming to the forefront. Do you know that there's a lot that you stand to gain when you actually practice as opposed to thinking about practicing? Practice is a completely different thing. When you step into the field, when you step into the place where you have to take action, it's no longer about what you practice. It is now about the reality that you're faced with, the facts that are staring you in the face. That's the deciding factor. Some other times confusion can come from when you just feel like this is too much and you should postpone it. It could come from you being scared that this is overwhelming, this is something you cannot take on, this is something that is better done some other day. But what better day is there than today? What day is better than today for you to start practicing, for you to start becoming who you're called to be, for you to start on learning those things that you have learned in the past and actually becoming better at this? There is no better time than today. The one way to get rid of the fear, the insecurity, the self-doubt, the confusion, the quagmire, the uncertainty is for you to take action. Your action may not be perfect. Your action may not be everything you need. It may not even be adequate. But the fact that you step into the unknown emboldens you. It gives you the courage that you need to take the necessary steps, to take further steps, to go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3 to step 1,000. It starts with one step. Have you heard the saying that little drops of water make a mighty ocean? Have you heard the saying that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step? That is a fact. That is very true. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with that first step. So you need to take the first step to know how the journey will be. You need to step out of the shadows, step out of the fear, step out of the confusion. The truth is that if you're theorizing everything, if you're looking at things from the textbook, it is completely different from the field. Until you go into the field, you will not know what exactly that whole thing is made about. You will not understand or get the full picture of what you are stepping into. So you need to start stepping. You need to start taking the step. You need to start moving. You need to start taking action. Enough of the reading, enough of the background work. It's time to take action. When you take action, the confusion will go. Because now you can see clearly that the things you learned are inadequate. Or some of the things you learned can apply here. They are useful, they are tips you can apply. So the only way to test what you have learned, the only way to check the authenticity, the strength, the veracity of what you have learned is for you to put it to the test by practicalizing it. Put it to the test by taking action. Put it to the test by seeing how valid it is in the field. It's not just about the textbooks. It's not just about the background work. It's not just about the research. Go out there and see if your research works. Go out there and see if what you have learned is something that can apply in your field, if it's something that can apply in the outside world. Because sometimes we learn a lot of junk. You won't even know what is junk until you are now practicing that thing. And then you realize to yourself, do you know I've never used this thing? Do you know I've never said this? Do you know I've never done anything in this field? Do you know that this information is irrelevant? Do you know that this information is outdated? Yes, some of the information could be outdated because things change every day. The world is evolving on a day-to-day basis. Things that were pertainable yesterday may not pertain to today's world. They may not be useful. They may not be applicable. They may have been outdated. They may have been things that worked in the past but no longer work. You can only know that by stepping in and taking action. If you're confused, if you're not sure what to do, if you're doubting yourself, if you're worried and you're feeling like your hands are tied, if you feel immobilized by fear, if you are shaking in your seat, if you're shaking in your boots, the only way to go about this is to snap out of it. Don't overthink it. You see, overthinking, that thing can mess up your mind. When you're thinking about this scenario, what if this, what if I don't have that, what if it's inadequate, what if I'm not good enough, what if I'm not the lady for the job, what if I'm not the man for the job, what if this is my... Enough. You're asking us if it's your calling. You won't know if it's your calling. You won't know if this is where you're going to excel until you go out there and you make something of it or you fail at it. Go prove yourself right or wrong, because it's not every time you will make a success of something, but you will not know if you're good at something until you go out there. When you go out there, you will know if you're good at it, and when you go out there, you will also know if you are bad at it. And if you're bad at it, it's not something to cry over. I think I'm going to talk about how to get over failures. That's an idea. I'm going to work on that and I'm going to bring that video to you. Don't be so bogged down or tied down by your failures. If you go out to the field and you test the theory, you test what you have learned, you test your knowledge, you test your skills, and you see that you don't have what it takes. You see that this is something you're not good at. It's not necessarily that you need to learn more or you need to explore more or you need to have more experience. It's not about that. This is something that you don't have the natural inkling for. This is something that you are not built for. This is something that you don't have the natural capacity for. Then you know that you should stop wasting your time pursuing that thing. You should stop wasting your time putting more energy, more time, more resources into that field. You just know it's not for you. And then you start to reevaluate and start assessing yourself to know what is good for you, what is right for you, and where you should put your talent, your time, your energy, your money, your resources. Always take your failures as feedback. Feedback is important. But the thing is that with feedback, we like the positive feedback. When you tell us, oh, you're so good at this, you're so skilled, you are natural, we start to blush. We say, hey, yay, this is good. I love the feedback. But when somebody says, oh, I don't think you were born to do this. Oh, you're not good at this. This isn't your calling. This isn't your forte. Why don't you let it go? We get so pissed, like, how dare they? How dare they speak to me like that? But it's feedback. Feedback is good. It's always good. It's always something you can get from feedback. There's always a gem in every feedback, whether it's negative, whether it's positive, whether it's mixed. There's always something you can get back from feedback, even if you don't like the feedback. And so with every feedback that you get out the gym. Find a way to mine it. Find a way to clean out the debris and get your gem. Get your gem from every feedback that you get, including the negative ones. In fact, more especially the negative ones. Do you know why I said more especially the negative ones? It's because you will receive the positive ones, right? It's natural. That's how we are made. But you see the negative ones, they have more force. Whether it's from somebody that doesn't like you, whether it's from a family member that loves you but just has to tell you the bitter truth, whatever it is, you will remember it more. And so if you actually go there and you scrape off the dirt and you get the gem, You will now know whether this is something you can build with, whether this is something you can use, whether this is actually something valuable. You will see if there's substance in it, and if there is, you will use it. You will grow with it. You will build on it. You will expand on it. You will ensure that nobody can ever say that to you again. In fact, some people will want to prove people wrong and say, oh, really? I'm not good at this? Fine, let's see. And they get there and they're like, oh, really? I'm not good at this. Okay, well, I'm going to do the next thing, and nobody's going to call me a failure at that, because that is my forte. That is who I am. That is where I have my strength. Let's see you call me a failure in this new thing that I'm doing. Never again. So failure is not something you should just discard. Feedback is important even if you don't like it. So take action, because that's the only way you can get feedback. That's the only way you can know what's up. That's the only way you can know whether you're good at something or you're not good at something. And besides, you have so much to do. Sitting there immobilized by fear, worry, and self-doubt is only stealing your time. Speaking of stealing your time, I've talked about things that steal your time, things that waste your time without your realizing it. I'm going to put the link of that video in the description of this video, so you can go and find out what those secret things are that steal your time. One of them is fear. One of them is self-doubt. These are some of the things that steal your time. Take action today. Enough of that sitting down worrying if you're good enough. You will not know. You will not know sitting down there. You will never know sitting down there if you're good enough or you're not good enough for the job. So take action today. If this video has got you out of the shackles of self-doubt, worry, and fear, please comment below. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video and you'd like to see more videos that encourage you, spur you into action, simply click the subscribe button and get subscribed to this channel today. It is completely free of charge. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe to this channel, so click that subscribe button. Also, do not forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified as soon as I update. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Also share this video with everyone, especially those who are immobilized by fear, worry, and self-doubt. Share this video so that they know that they have more courage than they actually think. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you for watching this video. Please keep watching my videos here on Inspira Central. This channel has lots of videos on self-development, self-growth, mental health, relationships, youth development, and self-empowerment. Keep watching my videos and keep improving yourself. Don't forget to be an inspiration. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much.
Inspira Central. Inspira Central.